So, do you want to introduce yourself?
Oh, yeah, sure. So I'm Nomu. I make hyperpop. I'm making music for um I don't know, like 8, 9 years now. But yeah, I've only done like vocals and like the actual hyperpop stuff since like 2018 or 2019. So
If you could speak any language in the world, what would it be and why?
probably Vietnamese because I'm Vietnamese, and then but I can only like listen to it and I can't talk, which is kind of like embarrassing a little bit. So if I could just know it off the bat, that'd be fire. Or Japanese or Chinese, like Mandarin, that'd be fire too.
You've been doing music for approximately like 8 to 9 years with like hyperpop, rap, and electronic music. And you've done collaborations with people like Dollywood, Sebi, and Shy Shy. Do you have any like favorite collaborations that you've had so far?
Actually, the one with Dolly a long time ago, it's like the fastest collab ever. Cause I remember sending the beat, uh, and then like she sent back like a verse like 30 minutes later or something. That was pretty cool. There was like a really early one with Sebi too, which is kind of like I think probably like my first collab. It was more interactive, and I'm a big fan of artists who kind of do like everything, where like they can sing, but they can also produce and mix and master and do the all the art and the whole aesthetic. And like Sebi was one of the first artists I met that did that. Like we'd make the song and then he'd make the art and he's like, "Oh, send me photos of yourself," or like I don't know. He'd just be asking for like random shit because he's just like super creative.
I know that both Dolly and Sebi have like grown a lot over the years, especially with you three have been doing music for a while. Are you like still in contact with any of them?
Not Dolly, Sebi, maybe kinda. I don't know. I'm definitely not like as active as most artists for sure. Like a free time hobby thing for me, whereas like I think for most artists that's like their whole lifestyle and kind of their also their like profession, like their main source of income. So I'd say like yeah. I mean, when I say yeah, it's just like swipe up on stories and like message like savvy. Uh, but yeah, I think we're all like always gonna be cool because we just have like a deep connection, and I think we also both fuck with artists who like produce by themselves and stuff, and that'll just like always be a thing. Like a lot of the 2019 like 2020 hyperpop artists, I think we're just like or like digicore too, like we're all chill with each other to my understanding. So
I did see like before that Sebi has mentioned you a couple times, especially with like acknowledging the fact that you're like one of the first musicians he's interacted with. So it's nice to hear that you still like talk to him and still
yeah,
remember
like
that stuff.
he's the goat. He's had it since day one. Like even like you'd be texting happy birthday, but instead of like HAPPY, he types like HAPPII. Like, he's got like that built-in texting style. Like never breaks character because it's like that's him, That's just him. It's so fire. Like I look up to that.
Still related to like collaborations, do you have like any like dream collaborations you want to have with like other musicians?
Probably like just like some of my favorite artists, like Breakin's collab. That'd be crazy. Or right now I really like Jane Remover, like Lucy Bedrock, Two Hollis. Just like these bigger inspirations to me. I think it'd be cool to work with them.
I found this like SoundCloud account that might be related to you. It's called, I believe it's pronounced Helix Tears. Is there like
Oh yeah.
is there like any origin onto why the account exists?
Yeah, I wasn't too involved, but this was like there was just a bunch of like these like digicore hyperpop collectives in like 2021. Like there's just a bunch of these like random collectives, and I think Helix Tears was just another one of them. I think Black Winter Wells is the one that created it. Uh, but yeah, it's just like a bunch of artists in the scene, and I'm pretty sure I only released like one song with them. Yeah, it was just like some collective formed by Black Winter Wells, and they just invited me, and I said yeah. Yeah, it's just like cool to be part of like some collective. That's just the one that reached out to me. Nova Gang and like um, I don't know if Slow Silver O3 counts, but there's just like a bunch of different groups, and Felix is just one of them.
And you did mention that you're from Seattle now and not California. So, how was
Yeah.
that? How's that experience like transitioning from one place to another?
So I'm originally from Folsom, California, which is kind of near like Sacramento, and then went to college like in kind of near like the Bay Area. So and then I moved here. Let's see, I think it's been like a year and a half now. But it's been good. It's actually quite similar. I feel like I spent a lot of time like near SF, and Seattle kind of feels like pretty similar. Uh, but it's been good. I love it. Like I ended up making like some good friends here, so it's been good just hanging out with them. And I feel like I don't know. It's just a cool place. I like the nature. Yeah, I don't know. I like it. It feels like home now, like more than back in California. So I mean, honestly, I'm like a Seattle glazer. Like to all the Seattle haters, they hate the weather, but I think it's like really good in the way that it's very seasonal, where like the summers are like very summer. Like the sun's always out, and it's like it's just beautiful. And like the fall, the leaves actually like change color and stuff, and like the winter, it's like the snow is really nearby. And then the spring has like the cherry blossoms. So I feel like it's like um, I feels like there's actual seasons, and like coming from California, it's like just the same weather year round. So I actually really like it. So that's what I always say to my friends who hate on Seattle weather.
So I've also heard that you've done shows before, and although it's a while ago, do you like remember any performances and did you have like any favorites?
I did shows mostly in SF and LA, also San Diego. But yeah, I did one. I did two last year. One was in San Diego, and then one was in LA. But my favorite was the show with Quinn and Saturn. Actually, I don't know. I think that was my best performance, but like one of the coolest ones was just last year with was it with like Funeral and After. That was a really fun concert. Cause Scro was there. I don't know if you know Scro, but he does like a lot of the guitar that I sample in some of my songs. And we finally met up, and it was like really cool. He was like playing guitar on stage during the performance. It just like felt super cool. It sounded so good. And then I just like met a lot of people during that show. Uh, I saw Jane Remover, and she was like fucking with my laptop, so that was cool. I was trying to like hold it in. I was trying to act like nonchalant. Um, yeah, it was cool. I met like Juno there, like 4CF. Yeah, it was cool. It felt like a chronically online meetup in person. So it was cool to see match the artists to the faces in real life. And the crowd, of course, was like crazy. So that's probably my favorite.
Is there like any like dream events or like performances that you potentially want to have in the future?
Sure, cause like I mean, you could say like a big concert, right? Like I saw like Lucy Bedrock is at like Rolling Loud and stuff, but I'm kind of scared of like that crowd. I really like smaller shows with like the hyperpop crowd, like really just they just like turn up and they just like dance to everything. So I think the dream show would just be like a smaller show, but with like performing with some of my favorite artists and friends and stuff like that. So like I don't know, with like Sebi. Yeah, I don't know, just like a close friends type of show. That would be really fun and memorable. And I think I would cherish that like more than like a big concert, I think.
And I know that you recently had a comeback with Secret Swan, and it had pretty decent reception. And I heard a lot of people were posting it because you just like came out like abruptly, and people were very happy about it. Did you have like any favorite songs that you made?
Yeah, I really like Check. Check was really fun to write because like the whole last year I've been like crashing out at work, and I kind of just put that into one song, and then like I don't know, I just feel like the beat's fire. But I mean, like I really like the whole album. It kind of came together last minute, but like every track has like kind of like some special reason it's there. But yeah, my favorites probably Check or Play Pretend has been like fun to perform live, like a sick intro. So I've always wanted to do that.
And like, how was the creative process like making the album itself?
So going into 2025, I had like two goals. One was to stay employed, and then the second one was to make an album. And I think I only had like 2 songs ready by like September or like October. I had just Check and I think Fade. Those were the only 2 that I had ready. And I was like, I gotta just like commit to this goal. So I just grinded it out during like the last few months. But as for the creative process, it was just kind of like the same as like how I make my other music. It's just like very spontaneous. I just kind of, it's not like something I work on a little bit every day. It's more so it's like, you know, one of these nights like I can't sleep, so I'll try to make music, and then like I end up like staying up the whole night, and like that's how I think some of my best songs have been. Like as cliche as it is, it's like kind of just like in the moment. But yeah, so they've been inspired by just like random moments throughout the year. It's like relationships or work. Yeah, just anything. So kind of inspired by life. There's not really like a main theme. They're kind of just all random. And it just all came together when I tried to rush it in at the end.
Would you say that you've grown a lot since you began as an artist from then to now?
Yeah, I think definitely just in like all aspects. Like honestly, like probably the least is actually like for like the music itself. I don't think I've become like a much better producer, a much better vocalist, but I think just like meeting people and like I don't know, just like posting online and like connecting with fans and meeting with other artists has like boosted my confidence a lot. And it's like I align music a lot with like my identity a lot more than before, and I think that has translated into my music. So like technically I feel like I haven't grown like that much as an artist. Like I could probably make the same things that I do now like 5 years ago, I'd say, just because I don't really like look at too many tutorials. I kind of just like to do my own thing because I feel like that's how and on like my own sound. Like I think doing, everybody does things differently, but I think the process in which you do things is how you create like a unique sound. So I try to stick with that route, just keep creating, and whatever whatever comes out of like all this creation is like uniquely my sound. I think I've grown just through confidence, and then just through over time, kind of hones in on like a more unique sound that's more personal to me.
Do you have any like last final thoughts that you wanted to wrap up and share to the audience?
Or I'll share like my main goal for this year, or how I'm approaching music. But I think I'd say like most of my music career, I guess, it's been mostly like solo. I do want to do a lot more collaborations and like local events, or meet local fans here this year. Yeah, if anybody is throwing a show or anything in Seattle, just hit me up. I'm trying to like see more of the scene here in Seattle. So far, I think it's just me and I don't know if you know Mental, but just me and Mental are probably the two artists in this scene out here. There's definitely some others like, like Adam Fadi. He's been like blowing up. So, but he's also from like, I think he used to be in Seattle. He's coming back to Seattle, but yeah. But that's kind of my goal. Just like work with local artists and try to connect with the scene out here.
Thank you so much for allowing me to interview you. To the viewers, stream Sequence 1. It'll be in the description. Thank you again.
Yeah, I appreciate you asking me.